Welcome to Stay Wavy TV. Enjoy and ride the wave. Welcome to Stay Wavy TV.
Then Devin Haney calls out Shakur Stevenson and says he wants to fight him next because it's the biggest fight in the sport of boxing. Now, he also wants to fight Keyshawn Davis, but he doesn't mind fighting Shakur Stevenson first before he fights Keyshawn Davis. Obviously, because Shakur Stevenson is the more accomplished boxer. He's a bigger name in the sport of boxing. And, you know, Devin Haney versus Shakur Stevenson is just a way bigger fight than Keyshawn Davis. Keyshawn Davis, he doesn't even have 20 pro fights yet. He's still on the come up. He doesn't have a huge fan base, but Keyshawn Davis is a very talented fighter, very skillful, has power, has good defense. But I think everybody would agree that we rather see Devin Haney versus Shakur Tupac Stevenson. You know what I'm saying? Now, the real big fight in boxing is Devin and Shakur versus Tank. But Gervonta Tank Davis is basically retired, okay? He has all type of legal issues going on. He was just on the run for 2 weeks, hiding from the police, hiding from the U.S. Marshals. And Gervonta Davis may be spending years in prison possibly. So we shouldn't expect Gervonta Tank Davis to be in the boxing ring anytime soon. So the next biggest fight in the sport of boxing is Devin versus Shakur. I feel like there's no bigger fight than Devin Haney versus Shakur Stevenson, because both of these guys, they're different, but they're very similar in a lot of ways, right? Like, both of these guys are not known for knocking people out, but both of these guys are very, very skillful. They both have really good jabs. They both have really good defense. And they're both quick. They both got speed, bro. They punch fast. They got good footwork. They can move around the ring. Obviously, Shakur Stevenson does have the better defense, but styles make fights, bro. Like, styles make fights. Like, it's kind of like when you look at William Cepeda versus Shakur, that fight was a lot different than Shakur versus Tio. William Cepeda actually had a lot more success versus Shakur than Tio did. And in both fights, Shakur stood in the pocket the entire fight. The only difference is Shakur was moving forward for all 12 rounds against Tio. He was making Tio go backwards. You know what I'm saying? So this Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson fight, it's literally going to be a chess match. It's going to come down to who comes into the fight with the better game plan, who ultimately has the better defense, and who can land the most punches. And listen, I would have to say this fight is 50-50. But if this fight happens at 147 and there's no rehydration clause, I'm picking Devin Haney to win this fight, either by majority decision or split decision. But I could even see this fight ending in a draw. I could see a situation where the first Devin and Shakur fight ends in a draw, and then we have to have possibly a second and third fight. That's what I want to happen. I feel like that'd be the best move for the sport of boxing. The first fight ends in a draw because it's so close, and then they fight 2 more times. The best, whoever wins the best out of 3. You know what I'm saying? Now, the problem with this fight getting made, guys, is Shakur Stevenson, first he came out and said that he's not moving up to 147, right? Then he switched up and said he wants to fight Conor Benn at 147 with the rehydration clause, simply because Conor Benn put a rehydration clause on Chris Eubank Jr. when they fought, right? So Shakur is basically saying that if Devin Haney is not going to sign a rehydration clause, if Shakur comes out to 147, the fight's not going to happen. Now, Bill Haney, who is the father and trainer of Devin Haney, he was just on the Breakfast Club like 2 or 3 days ago. Shout out to Ness for, not the Breakfast Club, the Boxing Voice. Shout out to Ness from the Boxing Voice, man. Shout out to Two-Tone the Superstar. And Bill Haney made it very clear. If Shakur says that there has to be a rehydration clause, he's not fighting Devin Haney. It's not happening, okay? Now, Shakur, let me call you out, bro. And this is why I say you're scared of Devin Haney. You keep saying how Terrence Buck Crawford moving up 2 weight classes and fighting Canelo, you keep saying that inspired you to move up some weight classes, okay? Last time I checked, Shakur, when Terrence Crawford moved up 2 weight classes and fought Canelo Alvarez at 168, Terrence Crawford didn't sign a rehydration clause. Terrence Crawford didn't put a rehydration clause on Canelo. So if you want to be like your big brother so bad, why are you trying to put a rehydration clause on Conor Benn and Devin Haney? Because Conor Benn just came out and said he's not fighting you with a rehydration clause. Devin Haney's father just came out and said he's not fighting you with a rehydration clause. So stop comparing yourself to Terrence Buck Crawford. Stop acting like you wanna like you're gonna take the place of Terrence Buck Crawford when you're not willing to do the same things that Terrence Buck Crawford did, bruh. If you feel like you got to put a rehydration clause on any fighter, bro, that just simply means that you're scared to fight them and you're not 100% confident that you can beat them. That's how I feel. Now, you keep saying how, you're a little dude and, you're not a 147 pounder. You're still at 135 and you walk around like at 140 something. If that's the case, then stop acting like you gonna fight dude. Stop calling out Conor Benn. Stop calling out Devin Haney. Stop pump faking and acting like you actually gonna make these fights happen. When it comes down to it, you're not gonna do that, bruh. You already had an opportunity to fight Devin Haney at 135. You turned it down. Now you have another opportunity. This fight can literally get made next. Both of y'all dudes work with Turki Al-Ashik. You don't gotta worry about Devin Haney offering you 30% because Turki Al-Ashik is gonna put this on the ring card. So you're gonna get paid very well. Devin Haney's gonna get paid very well. The only thing you gotta do is sign a contract. Don't include the rehydration clause. Be a man. If you really feel like you better than Devin, don't put him on a rehydration clause. And let's make this fight happen next, bro. Let's do it. Let's do it, bro. It's 2026, bro. You done already gave us, T.O. versus Shakur versus T.O. You cooked T.O. You made T.O. literally look like an average boxer. And I think T.O. only look average because he fought you. Because you are one of the best boxers in the world, bro. I'm gonna give you your respect, Shakur. You are, to me, a top 4, top 5 pound for pound fighter in the world. 100%. But Devin Haney is as well, in my opinion. And I think Devin Haney, his resume is still better than yours. It's still better than yours, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Like, people forget T.O. already lost to George Kambosos. He already lost to George Kambosos. You feel me? So we need to make this fight happen. If this fight can't get made next, then let's get Devin Haney versus Keyshawn Davis first. And once Devin Haney gets past Keyshawn Davis, I think Shakur Stevenson should walk in the ring, just like he did when Devin fought Loma, and let's have a face-off, right? Say that you don't care about the rehydration clause, and let's make this fight happen, bro. This is the biggest fight in the sport of boxing. This fight possibly could encourage Gervonta Tank Davis to stop, putting his hands on women and actually come back to boxing and take boxing serious, bro. If this fight can get made, Gervonta Tank Davis, he just may fight the winner. Or the winner could fight Ryan Garcia. Because Devin Haney still got to get his leg back from Ryan Garcia. And Shakur Stevenson wants to fight Ryan Garcia. So I think this is going to be a very good year for boxing, man. I'm very excited for this fight. I really do hope we get Devin Debo Haney versus Shakur Tupac Stevenson next. And they need to do that fight at the MGM Grand Arena over there in Las Vegas, man. This is a big fight, bro. This is a fight that's gonna officially crown who is the new face of boxing. Whoever wins Devin versus Shakur, they are officially stamped as the face of boxing. And with that being said, man, it's your boy Wavy, Stay Wavy TV. Make sure y'all subscribe, click that hype button, hype the video up for your boy, thumbs up the video, and most importantly, leave a comment and let me know what you guys think about this topic. Thank you guys for watching. I'm out.
Welcome to Stay Wavy TV. Enjoy and ride the wave.